Hydration, the secret sauce that keeps your body in check and functioning effectively. And in this video, we're going to uncover the ultimate guide to hydration and explore why water and electrolytes are the dynamic duo that your body needs to thrive. So sit back, relax, and get ready to quench your thirst for knowledge. So firstly, let's define what we mean by hydration. Now, hydration refers to the process of providing adequate fluids to the body to maintain optimal physiological functions and helps the body to replenish lost fluids, especially through sweating, urination, and breathing. But hydration is much more than just sipping on water when you're thirsty. In fact, it is both water and electrolytes that are the two most essential elements for proper hydration because they play different but complementary roles in maintaining the body's fluid balance and supporting various physiological functions. So let's talk a little bit about water to start with. And as most of you will know, water is the elixir of life. And without it, our bodies simply can't function. In fact, your body can only go about 3 to 5 days without water before you die. And when you compare that with estimates of people being able to go around 30 to even 60 days without food, you start to realize how important water is. From regulating body temperature to aiding digestion and nutrient absorption, water really does it all for us. So clearly we need to be drinking water, but drinking too much water can actually be bad too, as it can dilute the body's sodium levels and other electrolytes. And that can lead to something known as hyponatremia, whose symptoms include headache, nausea, confusion, irritability, and more. In fact, there was actually a study done on runners who completed the Boston Marathon in 2002, which found that 13% of all runners that crossed the finish line had hyponatremia from overconsumption of water throughout the race. God, you'd be pissed if you were one of those runners, wouldn't you? Yeah, I just finished the race, I was drinking loads of water, and that actually was bad to do. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah. So what is the sweet spot, you might ask, for daily water consumption? Well, data seems to suggest that you should have 236 milliliters of water for every hour that you're awake in the first 10 hours of your day, i.e. 2.36 liters of water, or let's say 2.4 liters of water. And this is a liter bottle of water, which means you should have 2.4 of these in the first 10 hours that you're awake. And the first 10 hours of the day are particularly important as our fluid requirements are much greater in those first 10 hours compared with the later part of the day. And that's not to say that you don't need to drink any water after those first 10 hours, but from that point onwards, I don't think you need to be overly concerned about a particular consumption level and instead should switch to more just drinking when you feel thirsty. Now, above meeting your baseline water requirements that we've just talked about, other factors such as exercising, sweating, excess heat, dry environments, and caffeine can all affect your hydration requirements too. And so when exercising, I think what's been named the Galpin equation by Andrew Huberman is the best formula to follow, which says that you should drink an additional 2 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight for every 15 to 20 minutes of exercise. And so for me, I'm about 87 kilograms right now, which means that for an hour's exercise, I should be looking to drink about half to 2/3 a liter. And if you are in a hot environment or sweating loads or using a sauna, just be mindful of that and try to increase your overall water consumption around those periods. So doing all that should ensure that your water levels are sufficient. So let's now talk about the second piece of the puzzle, electrolytes. Now, electrolytes' role in hydration can really not be understated, as they are vital in maintaining the body's fluid balance, with one of their primary functions being the retention of water. Now, we have a number of electrolytes in the body, but the four most important, in my opinion, are sodium, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. And sodium and calcium are primarily responsible for regulating extracellular fluid levels, found in places like your bloodstream and joint cavities. They also play a role in stimulating nerve function, making deficiencies in these electrolytes evident through hindered neurological function. On the other hand, magnesium and potassium play a crucial role in regulating intracellular fluid levels and ensuring water retention within cells. They also have an inhibitory effect on nerve function, and deficiencies in magnesium and potassium can manifest as symptoms of stress and anxiety. It's vital, therefore, to ensure a sufficient intake of electrolytes each day. However, individual needs can vary slightly more when it comes to electrolytes, depending on factors like your activity level, climate, and overall health. But as a general guideline, I would look to include electrolyte-rich foods in your diet regularly. Foods like fruits, nuts, vegetables, seeds, and dairy products all naturally contain electrolytes. Additionally, I would highly recommend some sort of electrolyte supplement, particularly if you are someone that exercises regularly or sweats a lot. And for me, I definitely fall into both of those categories, as I do exercise regularly, but doing so turns me into an absolute human puddle. And so for me, I take this Humantra electrolyte supplement, which I'd highly recommend as it contains no sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and has all the electrolytes I need in the correct ratios. And I take at least one sachet every day without fail. And if I have exercised particularly hard one day or sweated a lot, I'll take 2. You can also use sports drinks to supplement your electrolyte levels. However, if you do, it's essential to be mindful of any added sugar or artificial sweeteners in those drinks. And finally, if you want a slightly more DIY way to get your electrolytes in, you can add to a glass of water 1/4 teaspoon Himalayan salt, a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. And that should provide you with a good source of electrolytes. And so there you go, the ultimate guide to hydration. And so remember, hydration definitely is something that we should all be thinking about. But hydration isn't just about drinking water. It's about drinking the right amount of water together with electrolytes to give your body what it needs to function optimally. Thanks very much for watching, but hopefully I haven't completely quenched your thirst for my content. And if you do want to check out more of me, you can see my last video here. And I'd also really love it if you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.